Hi, Tyler. My name is Emily Sterling. I'm your Rehab counselor for today.
Hello.
Is it okay if we talk about some of your job goals today?
Yeah, I want to become a designer and still sell things to people. In games and things that I'm interested in things like that. I majored in that in school.
Okay. What experience do you have so far with maybe video game development or computer stuff?
Okay, not necessarily programming, but I have a I got an education in college, and I took a couple classes, and I majored in another university in Utah, at Utah University, and they had a program, a qualified program. But I have experience with computer testing and observance and things like that. I don't really have a lot of experience with making games for people though.
Okay. Did you take a lot of, well, tell me actually about some of the general ed classes that you're taking now and how they're going.
Alrighty. My experience was pretty good, but I struggled a lot with math, and I tried to improve in that subject. But I don't. I know they tend to use math a lot in computer programming. So if I can find somebody to help me with that, I think that I'll be good.
Okay, I think that's a really good goal. What math class is it? Is it a 10-10 class?
Now it was like my freshman or junior senior, writing and reading and math. It was three classes that I didn't get credit, or I got 6 credits altogether. Before I took that, some of the credits from the other university, I got 150 credits, but that was before I moved to the this new university, this new school. Interpreters asking for
Okay,
clarification.
16 credit hours is a lot.
Yeah, I know it is a lot, but I started with that, and I started my freshman, senior, sophomore year, and it lessened as I went through.
That's understandable. So the goal then is video game designer, and you understand that math is a big part of that and that it's one of those challenges that you're going to have to meet at school. Are there other options that you've also explored that might be in the same area that you might like to do?
Yes. I haven't really thought about that, but another goal I can analyze and research more and develop through that. And if I'm interested in something else, computer gaming in a company or designing, I need the skills to do that and have those skills. And I think it'll be easier to delve into that later. The other interpreter is asking for clarification right now.
Okay, that's a really good plan. I'm glad that you've kind of worked it out from the bottom all the way up to the top. And I think it's great to be thinking about some type of plan B that you can also do. Because I think most people, when they go in and they do some type of training in college, they don't always end up staying with the thing that they choose first. Sometimes they find other things that they love to do while they're there. I know I did.
Yeah, I understand. Honestly, I know a lot of people are interested in taking. They change their majors a lot, but I already found. I know that if you um enjoy what you do, then you're gonna want to change it, and you'll keep continuing changing. But I enjoy gaming, so that means that that's the major that I want. But thank you.
Okay. Have you met with an academic advisor about what classes you'll need to take in order to get there?
Not yet. My school told me to meet with my advisor. To call through. Interpreter Eric, can you hold on 1 second, please, while I ask him to clarify something really quickly? Through SLC, and now I want to set up an appointment with my teacher about design, design, and computer concepts. And if the SLC doesn't give me any more information, that might be a problem. I don't want to be stuck at the university during the summer because that might be pretty expensive, and I'm not sure if I have the money for that to be stuck with a major that I don't want.
Okay. It sounds like you've done a lot of research into your goals and that there's some more research that you want to do, and maybe it would be helpful to talk more with the people at UVU about what they require so you make sure all the classes that you're taking count, and maybe you don't spend any time on classes that aren't going to be of any use to you. I really appreciate your passion. I can tell you like what you're doing or what you're headed for.
I understand. Yes, but honestly, the problem with that is my general education classes. I'm sorry. I'm gonna ask him to repeat that. Can you hold on 1 second? I can take those classes. UV UVU will support me, but I need to go take other testing and decide about. And I'm iffy about that. I'm willing to do it, but they have to be. I'm trying to be patient through it now.
Okay. And are you getting the accommodations that you need from the School Disability Resource Center?
They're helping me some. I'm not really focused. I'm not able to pay attention all the time, so I know that I missed some things, and I know that some of that stuff is important. but they don't really give me any information on my advisors or my grades. I have to figure out, and they're trying to figure out how to help me. There's not anyone there taking notes in the class to help me.
Okay, that sounds rather frustrating. Have you talked to the Disability Resource Center about if you might qualify for a note taker?
Not yet, but I plan on it.
Okay. Sounds like you're on your path, on your way, getting started. You want to go collect some more information about the future with UVU, and also checking in with the Disability Resource Center to make sure that you get the accommodations that you need to be successful. What we try to do with each client is help them pick a job goal. And that's the very first step. And it sounds like you had that part. And then once we have the job goal, we look at having you do some research to make sure that it's the best choice and that it's going to be a match of your interests and your abilities, and also that it's going to match the job market once you get out. So one of the things you're going to be looking at, for example, with video game designer, is there are a lot of people who want to do that right now. So you want to make sure that when you go through a program, that there's going to be a job waiting for you when you get done or finished. And I know that, I don't know if you're in the research stage still, or if we're helping you with school. Which part, where are you at with your folk rehab process? What are you doing with your counselor?
Now I'm not researching. Right now, this semester, my VR counselor asked me to,
Which part, where?
if I have any questions, that I could email them and they'll explain the specific classes I need to take in gen ed classes. and they asked me to go and advertise myself. But I've been putting it off, and money has kind of been an issue as well. So I'm trying to see more a little bit about that. So they asked me, some of my friends, to donate. I'm sorry. Interpreter needs to ask for clarification really quickly. They asked me to go to the money. They didn't have time for that, so it took about a week, and I told them it was really silly to keep putting it off. That kind of frustrated me. So they asked me to do more and to see about it, to check back in later. And I've actually discussed with them about getting a scholarship.
Okay, so it was sounds like it's been a process to get to the point that you're at now, because you were in the research phase, and now you've got a plan, and you're just waiting to put it into action next semester.
I haven't yet gone to UU, but I've been thinking about it for a while, and I think it's good for me in all the options that I've noticed. But I want to work in that program. I think it's a good place to start.
Okay. All right. So it sounds like what you and your counselor are doing right now is kind of making the path that you're going to be following in order to get to that end goal. And I know that a lot of clients are frustrated when they find that someone else is getting something and that they can't get something, or they're getting something that somebody else isn't getting. And it's all based on you. You are unique. Nobody else is like you. Nobody has the same needs. No one has maybe even the same interests. And all of these things that make you is the reason that voc rehab services are individualized. It's all about you. So did that, I don't know if that helped explain the process any more to you. Do you have further questions?
Not really a lot of questions. I have a few things to think about. You've cleared it up for me.
Okay, it sounds like maybe we can make a follow-up appointment to finish our job development and maybe talk about what you might find it when you meet with an advisor at UVU. Is that okay if we end for today and schedule a follow-up?
I'm sorry, I want to clear that up just to make sure that I got this information
Okay, it
correct. So
sounds
I'm gonna
like
try
maybe we
again.
can make a follow-up appointment to finish our job development and maybe talk about what you might find it when you meet with an advisor at UVU. Is that okay if we end for today and schedule a follow-up?
All right, that sounds like a plan.
Okay.